Yeah. Are there any questions? Okay, so while we're waiting for people to ask the questions, I'm going to show you how to make, okay, somebody has a question. Okay, yeah, let me unmute you so you can ask a question. Yeah, you can unmute yourself now. Now. Sorry, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrongly.
Hello, I have following questions. First of all, can I switch my major after I entered? Yes.
Sorry, where are you asking
Can
from? What's your name and where are you asking? Where are you speaking from, please?
I'm Ryan, and I want to ask a bit of question about switching major
Okay.
after I got admitted. Yes.
Okay. Thank
First
you.
of all, can I switch my major, and what are the requirements of switching my major after the entry?
Okay. Ayotola, please, can you answer this question for us? Okay, you're muted, sorry. You can unmute yourself now.
Thank you. Thank you, Ryan, for that question. Yes, you can switch your majors. I don't know what program you're interested in and why you want to switch and not apply directly, but in case you want to switch, it will be based on credit transfers. So if what you're doing is totally unrelated, you might be required to start from the scratch. It's very possible. You just have to meet the particular entry requirement for that program, whatever it might be based on the programs. Probably the program requires to have pre-calculus or what have you. You need to meet that particular entry requirement. But if you're doing something closely related, all you'll be required to do is do like a credit transfer. So based on what you've already done for your first program, you'll be allowed to transfer some credits into the next program. So it's very possible to switch your majors. Just need to meet the individual entry requirements for that program you're switching to. I hope that answers your question, please. Right.
Well, I have another question.
Okay.
I've heard a rumor that it is easier to get admitted when applying for undergraduate program than postgraduate program. Do you think it's true?
Well, I don't think it's true, right? But at the same time, I can see where the rumor would have come from. So for the undergraduate programs, you know, the entry requirements are not as stringent. Once you have your grade 12 results, your AS levels, your IGs, you'll be able to get an offer. But for the postgraduate programs, like I said in the session, you have to have a certain percentage. Some of the programs require to have at least 70%, 80% from your bachelor's degree. So you can imagine that so many people might not have up to that score. So it can be quite daunting. Do you understand? Then aside from that, some of the postgraduate programs might require you to do a lot of research. If you're doing the research programs, you need to do research. And a lot of graduate students shy away from putting in a lot of work into getting the admission. They want to get it so easy. Just want to put in your offer and get your admission. But for the graduate students, they know that you're a mature student, number one. You've gone through the 4 walls of an undergraduate studies. So they want you to put in more work to be able to get your offer. For undergraduate, for instance, you might not need to submit a statement of purpose or statement of intent, but for the graduate studies, you are required to. So they want to see that you are a quality, the kind of students that we need. So I can imagine that it's not as easy as the undergraduate students, but if you do the work, you definitely get the offer. You get your admission. Yeah, that's it.
Was that
Was that clear?
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. So before you go, Ryan, I wanted to ask, you know, when you first asked the question, if you could switch your major, it wouldn't be the same if you go for a bachelor's degree and you want to switch a major to a master's degree. It's not going to be the same. You have to finish your bachelor's degree or probably apply freshly to a master's degree program. So you can't switch from a bachelor's degree to a master's degree. You're going to put in a fresh application to a master's degree program and yes, get your offer if you want.
Okay, so I have another question for you. Someone says, are there any scholarships available for undergraduate programs? I think you mentioned that already.
Yes, I think I addressed that. I mentioned
maybe this person joined late. I'm sure she joined late.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
you can
problem.
just shed more light on it. Yeah.
Yes, so we have early entrance scholarship. You need to submit your application before 15th of January if you are looking to study in September next year. Then also we have other ones available, but it's a leadership scholarship, and you need to submit a leadership essay and 2 references. So you can check our website on how to apply for this, unbc.car, unbc.car. Just look for the scholarships or funding information, and you'll be able to get more information on it. Yes. So someone asked about PhD in education. So we do we have PhD in education? We have psychology, health sciences. I'm not sure of education, but I'll get back to you on that. Or I can check the slide and get back to you. But scholarships for PhD students are available. We have research-based scholarships worth 15,000 Canadian dollars. But this will it's automatic as well, based on if you meet the requirements. So there's no need to apply for it. Get your admission. No, for of course, for the PhD, you need to get a supervisor. So you got in a supervisor, you got in your admission. If you get the scholarship, you would also get it in your meal. It's worth 15,000 Canadian dollars for the total per year for the total program. And the fees for PhD is also the same for the basic graduate tuition, 2,005, approximately 2,550 Canadian dollars.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I hope that's answered your question as well. All right. There's a new question.
There's somebody. Well, yeah, I'm reading it. Said he joined late. Okay, he has a master's in anatomy and cell biology, but interested in public health. I have close to. I wouldn't know if this is tenable. Okay, so we don't have public health. What we have is a master's of science in health sciences. It's not public health, and this is basically it's a research program for health professionals. So I feel like your volunteer experience will help. Also, your undergraduate degree in anatomy is also eligible for the program, but it's a research program. It's nothing like public health, so it's not related to public health at all. It's a research program in the health field. You can go through the course website and see details about it.
Yeah, I think you have another question.
We don't have law for undergraduate degrees. We have political science. So law, actually, someone says, okay, sorry, I Muslim, please would attend to you now. Let me just answer the questions here, then we'll let you speak after this session. So law in Canada is quite tricky. I think it's almost the same for medicine as well. So studying law in Canada, you need to get past the LSAT. So a lot of international students really are not really eligible to get a direct bachelor's degree in law. But what people would usually do is study something related, come in, pass the LSAT, and be able to apply for your, sorry, bless me, be able to apply for a law degree. So yeah, we don't have law, we have political science.
All right, thank you so much for those responses. Muslim, I'm just going to unmute you now. Okay. You can unmute yourself. Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, okay. I'm actually asking this for my wife. She has a BSc in social work and she wants to pursue a master's. Would she need to have a supervisor before applying, or she can go ahead and apply?
Yeah, for the MS in social work, you don't need to have a supervisor before you apply, but they have the application system for the MS in social works is not the same as, there's some different, so there's a form they need to fill apart from the normal form. There's a supplemental form. Our advice that you reach out to PRIME56, they'll be able to provide you with specific information for that program so you can apply, but you don't need a supervisor. I think that's a good thing about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
Muslim, why? Okay.
Yeah, I have a follow-up question for myself.
Yeah.
I actually have a second-class lower in geological engineering, and I'm interested in the natural resources. Would it be possible, or do I have to do something to improve my chances?
So our minimum requirement is actually second-class upper division, right? But what's your experience like? I feel probably the experience could boost your chances. You have a BSc in geological engineering, which is something very closely related to the natural resource and environmental studies program. So I feel if you have work experience in that field, it might be able to boost your chances. Well, what I can do is I'll share, please reach out to PRIME56. I'll share the program specific entry requirements for both the Bachelor of Social, Master of Social Works and the Masters of Natural Resource and Environmental Studies. So you can see. I'll also share my email. Let me just drop my email address right now on the chat box so I can share the information with you. Please note, I can't put in applications for you. I can only give you information based on the institution. PRIME56 will help you with the application. So just ask me admission or program requirements related questions only. Ayotola@unbc.ca, that's my email address. So just take it out. I can share the information with you via mail as well. So you can send me a mail.
Thank you very much.
So Ernest from Canada, we don't have a master's degree, a PhD in international security. What we have is a master's of international studies. Masters of International Studies. And of course, you need to meet the requirement, which is a second class upper division. I don't know where you're calling or you're joining this live from, because your name doesn't sound Nigerian. I'm not sure. Please pardon me. But if it's from Nigeria or Ghana, you need this program. You need at least a second class upper division to apply for the program. So for your country specific requirement, please check country specific requirements. UNBC, just Google it. UNBC country specific requirements, and your country will be able to check and know what the requirement is for your country. So, yes.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions, please? Okay, NS is from Ghana. I missed that.
Yeah.
So NS from Ghana, you need at least a second class upper division to apply for the Masters in International Studies. So we don't have PGD in International Security.
All right. Yes, thank you for that, Ayotola.
Yeah.
If you have any other question, please drop in the chat box. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how to make application through PRIME56. Okay, just a moment for me to share my screen. So we have a form. Nicole or Debbie, please, you can put the form there, a link to the form, if you want to make registration so that I can open it. But probably I just this one here. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. My screen is raised behind me. Okay. Yeah. Here's the form. And I hope you can see my screen. Yes, so I'm just quickly going to show you how you can apply using this. So once you reach out to us and once you're ready to start your application, we're going to send you a form to fill. So this is the form. It's very easy to fill. Okay. The first thing you need to do is just come here and you click on next. Okay, and then you fill in your first name, your last name, your email address, your gender, your phone number, your country, your address, your educational level. You know, sometimes when you see all of these requirements, you know, sometimes I know people don't want to put in the address. It's not because we are using it for anything. Most times when we're submitting your application to the university needs this. And if you don't put in your address, we struggle to fill in your application. And that's why sometimes we have to come back to you again, calling, reaching you, sending emails and all of that. So please, if you can just complete everything requested here, it will make your application faster, rather than us going forth and back with you. Okay, so please enter every single detail here. You have to enter. So your education level as well, the degree you're looking to pursue, if it's bachelor's, master's, PhD, short courses, the session you're interested in. Now, all we have is 2024 because that's what is available at the moment. However, yeah, we got an update that UK is still available for September. Yeah, because of what's going on with the financial crisis and everything, they had to reopen again for September. So if you're still interested in the UK, you can let us know, because I know it's not written here. So we actually closed before. But now if you're interested in the UK, still let us know. If you know anybody that is still interested in the UK, yeah, we'll make that available for the person. All right. So here are the list of schools. I know it's not updated here, but we're going to update it very soon. Yeah, so here are the list of schools. And if you look here and you know that your school is not listed here, not mentioned here, just click on other. All right. And then as far as we're making application for you, you have the opportunity to apply to 2 universities. So your first choice and your second choice. And that's because if the first choice doesn't work, second choice definitely. So it's good to have 2 options or more than 1 option, if I will say. So you fill in your first choice and second choice. If you feel none of the universities are there, you can fill it in. If they are there, you fill it in. All right. Then wherever consultation, if it's a walk-in consultation, you have to identify. If it's a virtual one, you'll have to identify as well. We also do visa applications. So beyond just doing your application for university, we help in processing visa. And the good thing is that all our students so far we've done for have been successful. So we've never had a rejection when it comes to visa before. Yeah, so if you need us to help with your visa, that it's going to be a paid service, because we actually work with immigration lawyers, okay, and then other visa consultant that helps in facilitating this for the students. So it's a paid service. If you want assistance with your CV as well, is a paid service, okay, and then if you want us to help you with your statement of purpose, it's also a paid service, and this is based on your experience. So if you reach out to our team, we'll definitely just give you the price list for the CV and statement of purpose, so that we can help you out with it. Now, when it comes to where you have to upload your document, so every single document you are submitting needs to be uploaded here. Okay, you don't have to send it to the email. The only instance where we allow you to send CVs or documents to email is where you're unable to, because some people don't have Google accounts, or some people are having difficulties uploading their document. They'll ask you, okay, send it to our email. On our email is EduRecruits. I think it's on the charts there. So if you look at it, we have an email there where you can, but without that, you're supposed to, you're supposed to upload your documents here. So your CV, you just go, you click on add file, and once you add file, it takes you to your gallery on your phone or your laptop, whatever device you're using, and you upload it. The next one is your statement of purpose. So now, if you're applying to do universities, you have to write your statement of purpose for these 2 universities. Okay, that was why it's written here. Upload well-written statement of purpose for first choice university. And we usually say Word documents, because sometimes we say that a statement of purpose is not well written. And if it's just a few things, we know that we can just help adjust before submitting. We do it. That's why we request for Word documents. So please don't send us PDF. If you send us PDF, we'll have to come back to you again, and it's going to slow the process. So make sure you send us your Word documents. All right. But if we look at it and we see that this statement of purpose is not well written at all, then we would ask, we will tell you to use our service to pay for a CV and statement of purpose. But if it's well written and just a few adjustments, we will do that for you. All right, so that's why we require Word documents. And the next one is your second choice CV as well. And when you're writing your CV, please, if you want to write to yourself, make sure you write about why, be genuine. I mean, be clear on what you're writing, be honest. Okay, write about why you want to study, your background, what led to that decision of you studying this particular course. Okay, write about the country you are applying to. So for instance, if it's Canada, if it's UNBC, definitely it's Canada. You have to write about why you choose UNBC. All right, you have to write about why you choose Canada. Okay, all this have to be captured in your statement of purpose. And you also have to write about the reason why you have decided to study that course as well. So yes, all this needs to be captured. Then your international passport, very important. You know, without an international passport, yes, Ayo, permission to leave. Yeah, sure. Thank you for joining us. Okay. All right, so we'll continue. Upload clear scanned copy of international passport. Yeah, so without your international passport, you know definitely you cannot travel. That's the first requirement. However, if you're making your application and you know that you don't have your international passport and you're sure that you've applied, because I know what's happening in Ghana and Nigeria these days. I mean, the delay in getting passports is serious. So what you can do is you let us know, you submit all the documents and you let us know. We'll submit your application to the school. They would keep you in mind. We'll keep a space for you. Okay. Or they'll give, if it's UK, for instance, they'll give you a conditional offer. And that offer, they'll tell you, okay, get your remaining document before we give you the final offer. It's the same thing with Canada. They give you an offer, but they don't give you the final offer until you submit. So they'll tell you until you meet these conditions, that is only when we'll give you a final offer. All right. So it's better you still start your application. Because if you don't start and you wait till you get your passport and your passport comes out and you want to start, the admission might have been closed already. So it's better you act first. All right. And it applies to every other document, not just a passport. Even if you have just like, that's if you know you're in the process of getting it and you're going to get it during that period of making the application, please submit it. But if you know that it's going to take you like the next 1 year to get it, please wait. Okay, wait until you have everything ready, and then we help you out to apply. We're always here, so at any point in time when you want to apply, we'll just submit a document for you. All right, so I'll continue. Upload high school certificate. So WAEC, some countries it's called, we use WAEC. I mean, even Africa, you know about the West Africa Examination Council. If you're outside of Africa, it's called, I mean, they do A-levels and they have all the equivalent documents. Yeah, they use. So that means if you're done with high school, you should get a certification from wherever board, okay, you use in your country. Yeah. Okay. And then your high school transcript as well. So one thing is certificate, the other thing is the transcript. Yeah. So please send that to us. If it's for WAEC, yeah, WAEC, if you have the printout, I think that's fine. That's okay for that. Then your proof of English, yes. This is equally very important. It's either you use IELTS, TOEF, EFL, PT, whatever. But if you don't have all these exams written and you're from an English-speaking country, please, I said English-speaking country, then you're required to get a letter of English proficiency from your previous university. So that means if you scored in another university, let's say you've done your bachelor's in a country that, like Nigeria, for instance, where they speak English. Okay, you go back to the university and ask them to give you a proof of English, just stating that is a short letter. Even if the sample reaches us, will send it to you. Even if it does, because some schools will tell you, you need to send, or the company, the organization needs to send us an email to that effect. We will do that. So we'll send your organization, but most times you don't really request for that. Just a few schools that I know that have requested for that. So you will go to your school and tell them that you need a letter of English proficiency. All right, and then they would give it to you. Some schools collect money for that. I think in Nigeria, some of the schools collect about 30,000 naira. But that's, yeah, but it depends on your school. Yeah, but if you know that you're from a non-English speaking country, let's say like French, that's like Gabon and likes, so you are going to definitely have to write IELTS, one of these exams. All right. And the another one is your BSc, your HND, whatever certification you know you have. Depends on the course you're applying to, you need to upload it here, and then your previous transcript as well. So when we're talking about transcript, please, there is a difference between student transcripts and official transcripts. If you send us student transcripts, okay, the school will definitely not accept it. They might give you a conditional offer with it, but they won't give you a final offer with it. So please start working towards your official transcripts. Official transcripts, you have to reach out to your university. And again, we've been helping our students a lot in schools like, or in countries like Nigeria, for instance. You know, before you can get a transcript, it can be quite difficult. And then you have to pay. You have to pay. And so what we do is we ask our students we give our email and our company's address to the students to give to the university. And sometimes we will have to write a letter to the registrar. Okay, so once they do that, they send it to us. I will tell them to keep it open, so to whom it may concern, which means that they are not addressing it to a particular institution. And it's going to be easier for you because if we're going to make 2 applications for you, we can use it for the 2 applications. But if you don't do this and you send it directly to the school, that means you're going to pay for each transcript you get from the university. If you're going to apply to university in Northern British Columbia, you'll pay for that. If you're going to apply to a university in the UK, you pay for that. You keep paying. So that's why we say it's better you send it to us, and then once we have it, we use it for the 2, and then we'll give you a copy of it. So you have your transcripts, and if you want to do further applications yourself, that's it. You can do it. All right. Another thing, again, you need, very important, you need your reference letter. Well, not all schools require reference letter, but most universities, and it's good to have it as well. So if you can, please. But if you're going to the UK, you must have a reference letter. Canada, it depends on the university. Okay, not all universities in Canada needs this, but in UK is a must. So if you're going to apply, you need to get a reference letter, and your reference letter must be on a letter-headed paper, and it must be signed or stamped. And some schools in the UK will tell you signed and stamped, so it depends. All right, so please, but make sure, just take note that it has to be on a letter-headed paper. All right, then your work reference as well. This also depends on the UK, but once you're able to provide your academic, it suffices. But then, it's still good to have your work reference, because some schools will tell you, especially if you have good work experience. So if your CV shows that you've been on a job for so many years, and that's after you finish school, they'll definitely ask you to provide at least 1 reference letter from any of the organizations you've worked for, and especially if you're going for courses like NBA and the likes. Yeah. So your reference letter, then your passport photograph. This is not for all universities. It depends on the university, but currently, Berlin School of Business and Innovation students is a must. You must upload your passport photograph, and then your emergency contact, because we feel this also while making your application. So please let us know, and then how you heard about us. How you heard about us. So just you can just identify. Let us know how you how you got to know about PRIME56. You'll appreciate this, because we're also keeping records to know where we get most of our participants and followers and our clients. Yeah. We also have a Telegram community, so please feel free to join us, because we'll be posting updates. It's a new one we have just opened. Yeah, we'll be posting updates on that platform. We have our social media pages on Instagram, on Threads. We're on YouTube. We're actually just building most of these pages. So you can follow us on LinkedIn as well, Facebook, every platform. Please follow us for updates, because we update every single day. We post every single day. Yeah. At this point, I don't know if people have questions. Let me see. I'm just going to check the chat box if there are questions. Okay. Yeah, so you can see that the list of documents you need to apply, it's been sent on the chat box. So please have a look. The link for submitting your application is also there as well. So if you intend to start, you can start as soon as possible. Like she has said, admission closes so early. So please take advantage of this now. The earlier the better. And for your visa application, if you want to go to Canada, it takes time. So you have to start early. And UNBC, I can confirm what she said to you. We work with various universities in Canada, but trust me, UNBC is one of the cheapest I've ever seen. I'm not trying to exaggerate anything. In fact, when they reached out to me, when she told me about the university and everything, I said, when I saw the tuition fee, I was asking her if she was sure that was the tuition fee, because I felt that was the deposit. Do you understand? I was asking, are you really sure that's the tuition fee? Because all the schools we work with, I mean, their prices are really outrageous. So for university in Northern British Columbia, I think, it's worth doing, and it's really affordable. And the city is also very good. Yeah, so I'll call it a day. Yeah, and I want to appreciate each and every one of you for joining. Thank you so much. We'll be doing more of this. So if you keep watching our social media pages, we're going to be having more webinars with different universities monthly. Okay. I won't say monthly, but I mean once we are recruiting students for each session. Yeah, so we'll keep having more webinars, upcoming webinars. and I'll update you people. All right. Is there any other question before we leave today? It's 1:30. We plan on spending 2 hours, but 1 hour 30 minutes, so we're still on time. Yeah. Any other question? Okay, Ernest has a question to ask. I'll unmute you now, so I can take your question. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Okay. Yeah. Good morning. In Ghana, it is morning, so good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah. Like I said, I joined very late, so I wanted to know the deadline for the submission of the application.
What intake are you interested in?
January. Next year,
course?
January.
What course?
Initially, I wanted to do MSc International Security, but she said the university is not offering MSc International Security, so probably I'll choose either social work or any program that is related to my area of study from my undergrad program.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to know the deadline for the submission because I don't have my proof of English yet. I have to apply to my university to get it before I can apply. Yeah, but I have all the documents available, just out of the English proficiency that I don't have at the moment. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
And anyway, sure.
Yes. So your question, to answer your question, what's it called? The session for January is actually closed for masters. It's just bachelors now. So you can consider applying for April. I don't know if that's okay. I think it's better. I think that will give you more time to get your document. And if it's just English proficiency, I don't think GamePub will want to delay that. Within a week or two, you should be able to get that. Yeah, I'll reach out to you on that. Yeah, but for January is closed. Okay. Any other questions? At this point, I want to say thank you everyone for joining. I hope so I think one had a question. Okay, that was an old question. All right. Yeah, so in my own opinion, I would say Ayotola did a good job and she's explained every single thing you need to know about University in Northern British Columbia. Yeah, so thank you so much. We hope to see your application. Please do not sleep on this. All right, start sending your application, the earlier the better. All right, once again, thank you, and we hope to see you in our upcoming Zoom meetings. Have a good day and enjoy your weekend. Bye.
UNBC is a community that makes your experience unique. Because we have a small student population, we are personal in nature. You are able to build close connections with your professors and easily access the supports and services you need to thrive as a UNBC student. We are committed to the discovery of local solutions that have global impact. Solutions that you can be a part of. As early as your first year, you can contribute to groundbreaking research that makes a difference in your community and around the world. Students past and present have also voted UNBC as the best small university in Western Canada for mental health and wellness support for 4 straight years. And we continually rank high in the categories of student awards and overall student satisfaction. We have risen to the top of our class by focusing on you, the student. At UNBC, you are not just a number. You will be a part of a community, your community.